Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIII. Last time, we entered the Pulse Vestige with Hope, Lightning, Snow, Zaz, and Vanille, and are now closing in on the location of Sarah, Lightning's sister. So today, the hunt finally begins. And hopefully I can avoid being so spoilerific for my saves this time. We have a slight gauntlet ahead of us, nothing too big, we can handle this. If I can only get my preemptives off well enough, it can be kinda difficult with the positioning of these enemies. Yeah, not too much to deal with this time. Just a few ghouls lying around here and there. But this is basically a long stretch of hallway. Nothing we haven't seen before. And really, it's pretty elementary. Just like 3 fights more and then we're finally at the next part of the game. Yeah. Pretty simple stuff. You can already see it on the mini-map. We've got an orange exclamation symbol right ahead of us. If I can get just past these ghasts here. They already caught me. Sorry if I'm being a bit too silent here. Though I don't have... The biggest reason why I don't have much to say is because anything I try to say at length here is going to be cut off by what happens next. This cutscene.
Time to go. We have to leave before the army... What?
That's a Pulse brand. That girl's a fal'Cie.
I already told you that.
Pulse fal'Cie are the enemies of Cocoon.
So they should die?
Listen, if she fails her focus, you know how that'll end.
And killing her is a mercy?
You came.
Sarah!
Sarah.
Is that my hero?
Let's get you out of here.
Hands off. I'm taking her home.
Sis.
I'm not your sister. You couldn't protect her. It's your fault she...
You can save us.
Sarah?
You can save us. Protect us all. Save Cocoon.
Save Cocoon? Sarah, that was your focus?
Anything. I'll do anything. Leave it to me, you'll see. I'll protect Cocoon. I'll save everyone.
Somehow. I'll make things right.
You just relax.
Thank you.
Sarah!
Sarah! Sarah!
Why is she turning to crystal?
fal'Cie who fulfill their focus are transformed into crystal and gain eternal life.
Just like the stories say.
Sarah, sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams? She's not sleeping! Sarah's... she's...
She's alive.
No.
The legend. Remember the legend. fal'Cie, who fulfilled their focus, turned to Crystal and gained eternal life. It's the same with Sarah. Eternal life. She's not dead! Sarah's my bride-to-be. I promise to be hers forever. I don't care how many years I have to wait.
It's over. Open your eyes and face reality.
Sarah, does becoming a fal'Cie really mean losing everything?
Whoa! Wait!
What now?
The army!
The target is almost in place. Surface team, what is your status?
Good to go. Resistance is under control. The assault proceeds as planned.
Leave no trace. The pulse vestige never existed.
Fire! Must be a sanctum strike. Bring down the vestige and the fal'Cie right with it.
Aren't they taking it back to Pulse? That's what the patch was, right?
All they care about is getting everything from Pulse off Cocoon. Dead or alive, it's all the same.
We can't stay here. They'll kill us.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Trenchcoat, where you going?
Day with the fal'Cie. Got some things to talk about.
What? You gonna ask it to help her? Are you out of your mind, kid? That thing wants to chew us up and spit us out.
Well, what do you want me to do?
What?
Lightning?
Here we go.
So yeah, that was the thing. I don't really understand the point of firing cables into the vestige. I mean, what are they trying to do? What are the cables meant to be for? They're clearly not trying to suspend that thing. They're already doing that. Alright, and we have a change in party. We now have Lightning, Zaz, and Snow in a full group. We're never gonna have more than 3 party members in the whole group at once. But as far as the battles ahead goes, this is probably a solid team. I'm only showing this battle off because of the change in party, and we are gonna have some new battles really close, so I may as well show this off here. But yeah, I have a lot of things to question about the scenes that happened just far. Hold on. Watch the flying. Let's see. We're actually gonna get to fight these things. Slow down the moment you enter the territory. In a test, I actually managed to sneak past them. Our new enemies are whites, aerial enemies. Unlike the aerial recon from before, you can't hit them with your normal attacks unless you take down the ground forces first. If you're trying to go for a full 100% bestiality, don't sweat about beating enough of these guys right now to fulfill the bestiary. we'll actually have more chances to fight them later. Let's see. I did a test playthrough not too long ago as of this recording, but I can still forget a few things. You can generally tell when you've entered an enemy's view when the minimap turns red. But yeah, weights go down really fast once you take down the ground support first. Quick and easy 5-star battles there. Pick up what items you want. Save. I still do not recommend selling anything at this time unless you have credit chips. If you want to earn some more Deceptisols and Fortisols, I highly recommend going back now because at this point... Oh no, I'm going to have to cut that out. One moment. Idiot me had to forget that I was trying to avoid saving. But yeah, this is a point of no return. Do not proceed further because once you head to the end of this dark corridor here, you will not be able to go back. For me, there's no other option except to move forward. Because now we have a boss fight on our hands.
So this is the fal'Cie.
Sarah's a crystal now. You gave her a focus, and she did it. You got what you want. Now let her go! Please, turn her back. I'll be your LaCie instead!
Fine. You go on begging. Like this thing gives a damn what we want!
Lightning!
It's this thing's fault the purge started. And it's people who are dying. Sarah told us to save Cocoon. That means this thing needs to die. What?
Come on now. You really think you can kill a fal'Cie?
I'm doing this for Sarah.
Dodge. I'm in. As long as you don't mind an amateur. I got these things. Might as well use them.
Thanks.
Say hello to Anima. This fal'Cie has hit points of 3,300. Its manipulators are your first targets, which each one having a full hit point total of 300. Take out the manipulators first, and you will effectively temporarily neuter Anima. Otherwise, until then, Anima's manipulators will be slamming the ground where your party members are doing chip damage at best. But it all adds up. Take out, and once the manipulators are gone, lean into Anima as much as you can. It's only a matter of time before it finishes bringing back the manipulators and renewing its strike attack against you. Oh, there we are. I canceled my attacks prematurely, and I'm going back after the manipulators. You need healing. You got plenty of potions. You also have Phoenix Downs if all else fails, however you should not have to rely on them. And of course, just like everything else, Anima and the Manipulators have a chain gauge to stagger, however you are not capable of staggering this boss at this time. Keep wailing on the damage. After 50% health of its After losing 50% of its health, Anima will switch up its tactics and become a bit more ferocious with resonant magic. It hurts, as you can plainly see. The camera angles aren't really doing much justice for this boss, as you can plainly see, because as things shift around and whatnot, it can be really hard to get a good look at what's going on. There's so much happening in this battle regarding this boss. However, as you can clearly see, 3300 isn't amounting into much with this boss, as it is almost dead already. It's a fairly standard and early game boss, and we haven't even gotten into detail with the game's main mechanics yet. Another resonant magic manipulators, we are almost done. Once we're through with this, manipulators will be free to strike against Anima in full, and we will finish it here. And then lightning finishes it. Pretty easy to 5-star this boss if you lean into it. We got Doctor's Code as spoilers, which doubles potions in effect.
Where are we?
What's going on?
When I couldn't see a future, and I was afraid. When the future was clear, and it hurt to see. I'd just close my eyes, and lose myself in happier days.
And so, the fal'Cie, known as Anima, faded. One more while I cut away again.
Great spot to watch from.
The whole gang's here tonight. How'd that happen?
Don't know. Destiny?
More like dumb luck.
Let's go find him.
Excuse me.
See you around.
You know.
No, but I want to.
You just missed her. She said she'd be at the usual place.
Thanks.
Sorry about that. Now, who'd you say you were looking for?
Here goes. Making a wish?
Maybe I was. I was hoping that tomorrow I can tell my sister. She'll be so mad, knowing I hid it from her.
Don't worry. I'll take the blame for you. You know, you should ask for something bigger. These are wish-granting fireworks, like in the stories.
Stories, huh? The who fulfill their focus, they become crystal and gain eternal life.
Would help if they gave you some clue about what you're supposed to do. We'll figure this thing out. You will never be one of those monsters.
So what will I be? A crystal?
Yesterday at the store, I got us something. Don't know much about jewelry, but I hope you like it. I will stand by you, no matter what happens. I'm yours forever. Sarah. My one, my only. Will you marry me?
Yes.
She said yes!
Gotta love these fireworks. They granted my wish.
Your wish?
Before I asked you to marry me, I wished that you would say yes.
Then maybe they'll grant mine, too.
What's that?
To have the courage to tell Lightning that I've become a fal'Cie.
Hey, our engagement is way bigger news. Oh, man, I can't wait to see her face. She'll be my new sister.
Yeah. Hey, Snow?
Yeah? That was close.
Thank you, Snow.
You know, it's never smart to actually fly around in the middle, the physical middle of a fireworks show. But I digress. Time for a wake-up call.
Sarah!
Is this for real?
This must be Lake Brescia? Well, I guess we fell from up there. And the lake turned to crystal? Help me out here. I mean, did the fal'Cie do this? How in the world did we end up here?
How should I know?
We're alive. How?
Sarah! No one survives a fall from that high. Not without a miracle. Sarah saved us!
Sarah, listen. It's all your fault. She got...
Hey! Watch out!
I'm a man!
What did I just do?
You used magic. You used the power of fal'Cie. The fal'Cie cursed us. We're fal'Cie now.
Right.
And now we're into a full tutorial of our new fal'Cie powers, starting with the paradigm system. It's actually fairly simple because it basically dictates how your character will fight in a given situation, as well as the AI of your party. For the start, we're only set up with two paradigms, Relentless Assault and Solidarity. You can see on the screen what Relentless Assault does through the roles that are assigned to the group. Each character has a set amount of roles, very limited at the start. They'll expand as we go along, but for now, we don't have many options. As you can see, this is basically meant to aggravate the chain gauge by forcing a stagger, using Ravagers to build up and Commando to stabilize it as it is built. If Ravagers just focus, if it's a team of 3 Ravagers, we'd be focusing solely alone on raising the chain guard gauge, but without any kind of role actively stabilizing the gauge, it would basically drain really fast. Solidarity, as you can see, made use of 2 other roles that are available to our characters. Sentinel, which is basically a role meant to attract enemy attention and sponge up damage. And Medic is there to heal damage as it is accumulated. There are also passive bonuses to that as well. Hold on.
So we really are fal'Cie.
Looks like it.
You too?
Yep. Right here.
Okay.
fal'Cie to the last.
Why me? I don't even know you. But you have to go and attack that thing? Just leave me alone. It's your fault. It's your fault, You could have. All of this is your and Sarah's fault.
Watch it!
sorry.
Everything is gonna be all right. You'll see. Come on. Off we go.
So yeah, stuff happened. There's been a lot of complaints about Hope's characterization at the start of the game, about how whiny he is, and to be fair, there is some truth to that, because the big problem, the thing about Hope is, unlike everyone else here, he's not exactly a character that is used to strenuous situations. I won't go into Vanille right now because that would be heavy spoiler territory, but Lightning is a former soldier. Zaz, as a profession, he's an airline pilot. Snow, he and his group of members in Nora are actually all about monster busting.
Okay, if we don't know our focus, how do we complete it?
I think I saw it.
Saw what?
That is how a focus comes down, people. The fal'Cie, they don't spell it out with clear-cut instructions. All you get is a hazy glimpse. Well, that's what they say. Legends and all. Legends. Yeah.
Did you see anything?
It's all kind of foggy, but I saw this towering.
What? Wait a minute. Hold on now. Do we all have the same dream?
Ragnarok.
So, we all saw the same dream. We all heard that same voice.
You mean that was our focus? But how are we supposed to know what to do from that?
That's the tricky part. The dream's the only hint the fal'Cie gives us. Figuring out what to do with it, that's our job.
Okay. We're fal'Cie, right? Enemies of Cocoon. So, does that mean that our focus is... Are we supposed to...
Save her.
Say what?
Our focus is to protect Cocoon.
Really? Okay. And why's that?
Sarah told us. Let's do it. We're all in this together. I'm gonna look for Sarah. She ought to be nearby.
I'll come too! Wait!
Jeez. Yeah, that boy can't stay still.
Really?
Snow, you and your baseless confidence. But yeah, as I was saying, his group is all about community service and ways of monster busting and the like. So with the exception of Hope, everyone has some sort of they're used to strenuous situations like this. Hope has no defense for this, though. Let's show off the Crystarium, our means of leveling up our characters in this game. That little gemstone there is actually Lightning's crystal, which is embedded in her fal'Cie brand. We're actually going to take a moment to level her up somewhat. It's actually a system very like Final Fantasy X in its sphere grid, which for some people is for better or for worse. As you can see, we earn crystal gen points from battle, which we will also utilize in strengthening up our characters by defining the paths. Fairly simple stuff. There are some downsides, however. The biggest one right now is that our development only goes so far. For the most part, our development is well and truly locked behind certain events, meaning we can only grow so strong at any given point.
I can't see anything but
Nothing over here at the moment. Let's see. It's true that Hope doesn't have much in the way of defense against high stress situations like the others do, but it's still a bit whiny. It's kind of hard to shake the point. Let's bust through these real quick. As you may have noticed, the enemy groups have gotten larger in terms of the number of enemies. Thanks to being fal'Cie, we have now access to more powers and the ability to improve our strengths, and so on and so forth. Perrowing staff for Vernil there. Because of this, we are now capable of much more than we were before, using some number of strategies thanks to the paradigm system. However, the paradigm system is too very broken. I'm not going to save yet. One of the biggest issues that we'll see later is the fact that the paradigm system, the first time you change a paradigm in battle via paradigm shift, the first change covers each character changing paradigms separately, taking well of 6 seconds. Over the course of which the enemy is able to attack freely, without any means of you defending yourself. On the upside, though, we also have some good things about our new system. The ability of accessing technical points. They have a few functions that we can attend to, but for now the only one accessible to us is the use of Libra. You may have come across this before. Hold on, I'm actually going to equip Vernil with the staff we just acquired, since it boosts her magic quite a bit. Good thing for Vernil is the magic boost. Is that you may have noticed by hitting the right bumper in the middle of a battle, you can actually see the stats of an enemy as it is revealed, which is very helpful for when you want to check on specific weaknesses you want to target independently and such. Libra actually lets you reveal. Normally, as you defeat enemies dealing damage, the info from that enemy will actually become more and more known. However, Libra will actually give you a boost to that, revealing much of the enemy's info, not all of it, as at the moment it is revealed. It's very handy if you're maxing out the bestiary.
We fight it! Ragnarok! That's the reason we're fal'Cie. To stop it. To keep Cocoon safe.
Yeah, why don't you give us one reason to believe that? One reason.
Sarah. She said to protect Cocoon, and then she turned to Crystal. That's the proof right there. She completed her focus. That means ours is to save Cocoon. Sarah's fal'Cie was the same as ours. Our focus has got to be the same. We were chosen to be guardians, to defeat Ragnarok. It makes sense.
What the hell it does? You're grasping at straws, son. Post-fal'Cie are Cocoon's enemies. We just got recruited by one of them. If I were a betting man, I'd put us on the other side.
So Sarah's an enemy too? Well, I don't buy it. We have the power to save Cocoon if we work together and carry out our focus.
The fal'Cie took Sarah from us, and you want to help it? Whose side are you on?
Freeze!
Huh?
Place your hands behind your heads! You fall off the purge train?
Maybe.
Or are you talking back to me? Huh? Huh?
Nice gun.
Stop her! Freeze!
Bit of a badass moment for Lightning. Now we're going to cover something that I actually already mentioned before, which is command execution, which basically tells you how you can input your commands manually and even actually either use them immediately in the middle of your battle. Sure. I'm getting shot at here. It's actually a fairly simple system, but it works. And I mentioned how experimental this series can get, this particular game can get.
I thought they'd be tougher than that. These guys are PSICOM, yeah? Supposed to be cream of the crop.
Yeah, but PSICOM's an anti-pulse task force. They haven't fought a war in centuries. Bunch of rookie troops swinging around overpriced toys.
So, from what you're telling me, sounds like a regular old soldier has got more training than special forces.
Nothing for us LaCie to be afraid of.
Cut the crap. Their grunts might be green, but PSICOM's elites are cold-blooded beasts. They hit the field and it's game over.
Uh-oh. Then let's run away. Ciao!
Wait, hey, wait! What's a man to do?
That little chocobo chick is easily the best character in the game. Bar none. But yeah, Lightning, what's the deal of holding a blade up to Snow's neck like that? I know the guy's pissing you off, but jeez. I think we're about to encounter a new enemy here. Nope, more Seath first. Well, fortunately, they're not all that difficult to clear away at this point, especially if you got your paradigms down. If you want, you could even make new paradigms to go along with the old ones. Certainly have enough options. And you know what, since I mentioned it, let's do that, shall we? Let's quickly add some paradigms. We got our Relentless Assault and Solidarity, which are very handy, but I'm also going to throw in Aggression here. Nice fill-in. And I'm also going to throw in, hold on, Revenge, Commando, and Medic for diversity. Great for healing on the fly when you also want to remain on the assault. Solidarity will keep you going too, but it's mainly for defensive, while simply stabilizing your command gauge. Not command gauge, combo gauge. We do have the ability to add more options onto that, but that's pretty much all we need. Get this item ball here for 5 Seath tiers. We still can't use those yet. Don't sell them. I highly doubt you've been doing enough to actually warrant any major selling or purchasing at this time. So I highly advise against doing that. Paradigms I included will come in handy on an upcoming boss, but we won't be seeing that for a little while. I do enjoy the look of Brescia Lake, but it doesn't you know, I should really get this off the table. While I take on the Brescian Bass here, which aren't really much of a threat if you Libra them fast enough. Let's cover something here. I honestly think this game would have gone a lot better if it had been structured differently. We don't have a lot of, we just had a lot happen regarding certain characters. Like, we feel we should care, but we don't really have much overall attachment to them. We'll get more attachment later on because of this game's storytelling method of in media res, which is adding right. I think we'd care a lot more about what happened to them if we actually had more time with them beforehand, rather than doing all the events in order rather than media and res. The game in the data logs actually establishes the fact that oh, I died. I should have checked my healing. Hold on, I'm gonna have to reboot that. Show you a quick look at the game over stream after my bit of idiocy there. Redo. So yeah, as I was saying, there's really the game really we don't have much attachment to these characters because of how it happens, and it would be a lot better if we actually had some time beforehand. I mean, the game, or through the data logs, it establishes the fact that there is monster busting to be done. Some of the wildlife is dangerous enough that it warranted Snow forming his group Nora, which goes about dealing with regular monster attacks in the town of Bodum. 5 stars, not bad considering I died once. But yeah, 5 stars actually restore technical points once when any skill is used. The game would have done a lot better if we had, if it had been done like that. Give us a chance to go through the world, to feel more betrayed, feel like more and more in these characters' shoes. Hold on. And yeah, we probably wouldn't have to deal with what feels like a lot of cheat drama if we didn't have to worry so much about all the crap flying around so early on. I don't know if I phrased it right. Hold on. I'm actually going to equip that silver bangle onto Snow. It might give Lightning a more defensive boot, but the silver bangle would be better for Snow, who has a defensive paradigm in Sentinel. As far as each character has some amount of skill in these roles, but for Snow, he turns out to be one of the best Sentinels in the game. So staying true to that is actually not too bad an idea. Mind you, it doesn't really work to ignore his other roles. And I don't need to save right now, but I think this is... No, I'm not there yet.
Weird, isn't it? All the messed up ways to meet.
Oh, yep, we got introductions. We're about to hit another cutscene.
I'm Snow.
Snow Villiers, as you can see. And the characters are going to introduce each other one by one, get a bit of backstory, especially... Well, it's not really much in the way of backstory, but it does explain one of the characters. There we are. Bodum Security Regiment Lightning. The game doesn't make clear why she's called that. And it's just a pseudonym, a fake name, as it were.
It's not right. Why'd kids have to get dragged into this?
I'll keep the kids out of trouble.
Problem with that is, you're one of them.
Hey.
Trying to take on the fal'Cie. That was our first mistake. We should have left it to the Sanctum.
Hey!
Why not? I mean, we've counted on the Sanctum's fal'Cie for food, water, everything we've needed since the time we were born.
But you still helped us do it. Why's that? Gotta be something.
There might have been. Not so sure anymore.
What?
And you know, Snow doesn't really seem to get it, does he? I mean, it didn't really come up all the while in the last cutscene, but not everyone really has a lot of reason to believe or care about Sarah at this point. He's the only one. I mean, Lightning does, but she's more focused on the fact that she's crystallized, which, as far as she's concerned, is basically the same as being dead. And yeah, we wiped through those Pantherons rather quickly. Those bioweapons aren't really much of a match for us anymore. I think this is pretty much the last area where we actually see the Pantherons before we start seeing recolors. A lot of people don't really like recolors, not that I blame them, but for an RPG that's excessively long, it's actually a good thing to have because it tones down, because it offers at least some degree of variety in enemies while at least saving up on some sort of data space. And we got more of these guys here. Oh well, they'll wipe up rather quickly. You know, though, one thing I don't get, apparently the Brescian bass at the sea life of Lake Brescia. How are they still alive? I mean, I can tell they're amphibian and all, but let's be real here. Logic suggested if they're this far into the lake, they would have to have been underwater when it crystallized. Now they're above the crystal, so unless they've been hopping up and down quite a ways, they shouldn't be here. And yeah, these battles are going fairly fast now. The enemies that troubled us on the Hanging Edge, which apparently is a government-only area of Cocoon, are not much of a threat anymore. I mean, Snow is strong enough to take them out in one hit each. Actually, while I'm here, let's give Vanille that Magician's Mark, because she's a fairly magic-based character throughout the game, so she can actually make good use of that item right now. Go up here. Another save point. I think we're on the verge of another boss, so if you need to save, you could purchase stuff too, but I highly recommend not selling anything to get it, and to be honest, if you need to buy anything, there's something wrong here. Train film, wonder what else is too. If that's not ominous foreshadowing, I don't know what is.
Sarah.
Sarah! Sarah. I'll get you out of there. Thanks.
This is goodbye.
Lightning! You're just gonna leave her?
PSICOM will be here soon. If they find us, we're all dead. You think Sarah'd want that? You think you know how she feels?
If I leave her, then I'll never know. We'll be fine. I can handle anything they throw at us. No one will die. I'll protect Sarah. And Cocoon.
Does she look protected to you?
I can save her!
What can you possibly do?
Whatever it takes!
Ooh, me. You two are hopeless. You just can't admit it. You want to stay as much as he does. Huh? Whoa, whoa! No! No! No, no, no! Not now!
Hey, stand back! Hey.
And the menacing Warmech makes a triumphant return, albeit heavily damaged. Yet somehow it's even meaner than it was before. We're gonna get a quick tutorial on staggering, which is now much more possible, though you'll probably realize that by now. We're gonna switch to Solidarity here to dodge its wave cannon, which is which hits the party for multiple times for multiple damage. Let the Neo hit her up. We're not gonna sweat the. Okay, there we are. Oh no, nope, bad. Switch back. Crystal Rain definitely requires, and I'm dead.
I can't stop now.
Well then, this is how much my practice amounted to. Redo. Okay, let's try this again. And yeah, I'm starting from the beginning of the battle, and I'm skipping the tutorial. Quick switch to Solidarity here to dodge most of the damage from the wave cannon. And this time I'm actually going to stick to the Solidarity for a while because it goes immediately into Crystal Rain from there. Or at least, yep, there it is. Amazing how it has the capacity to damage that. Switch to adversity to maintain healing while doing damage again. And I forgot to use Libra. Well, now's as good a time as any. Yeah, but this thing's packing a lot of health. 32,400, which is actually quite beefy for a boss at this time of game. The next boss is nowhere near as hit point heavy. Right now, he's not doing much. He's actually preparing some tail laser strikes, which doesn't really amount to much. Switch to relentless assault since I'm all healed up. I actually could switch to regression here, so I could have Vanille as a Ravager building up the bar while Snow and Lightning take their time at pounding at it. Oh, and the gauge is done. It'll be a matter of time now before the Menacing Warmech renews his assault, probably with Crystal Rain in a minute. For now, though, I'm going to do what I can to stagger it. There we are. And it's going to Wave Cannon. I'm going to switch to Solidarity. To get the healing going. I actually probably should have made a paradigm that featured a Ravager, a Commando, and a Sentinel, which is actually very possible for the characters in the lineup they have now. Now you know I haven't switched back out of Solidarity. Switch to Adversity so I can do some healing. That stagger is pretty much gone to waste. But he's almost dead. You can see just how much 32,000 health has amounted to against our characters in this current state. The gameplay is all about building up the chain gauge and doing everything you can to build it up and stagger the enemy. It's fairly simple, very intuitive, but like I said, not without its problems. If we were using aggression against multiple enemies, the second commando would actually be going up against a different enemy without a chain gauge, which makes no sense strategically. But yeah, that's how easy the second fight against the Menacing Warmech goes down if you know how to deal with the Crystal Rain attack, which will pretty much defeat your party easily if you're not careful.
You're leaving?
We want to help Sarah too. But without tools, we could be digging for days. The army's on our trail. So for now, we gotta keep moving. For now.
So I just abandon her and save myself?
What about your focus? What happened to banding together and saving the world? Isn't that what you promised? Now you want to forget it all and die right here? Snow, you're nothing but talk.
Lightning! I'll do whatever it takes. I'll finish this focus and keep Sarah safe. That's my promise.
Great job so far.
Stay out of trouble.
Mm-hmm. You too.
Get going.
But...
Later.
Okay.
Snow...
Save it for next time, kiddo. You'll get left behind.
But...
It's okay, Hope. Light'll take care of you. We'll meet again.
Yeah, count on it.
I'll get you out of there.
Count on it.
And yeah, Snow is now pretty much out of the party, leaving us with Lightning, Vanille, and Zaz. Sad as it is, though, I'm pretty much going to leave that up to the part there. When we next meet in Final Fantasy XIII, we'll be doing everything in our power to make it out of Lake Brescia and the military forces that lurk within. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, farewell.